So how many of you are into grenadier weapons? I'm not into them a ton, but every so often the situation just calls for it. And I like it when I get pushed like this, and I think it makes for some of the better games, and that's why we have such a good episode today. And I could barely decide between just one game, but I settled on one where other people were also using some of the grenadier weapons. They were using some of the weapons that have travel time, so I think it was pretty good. I just like this game in particular because we're gonna have to go over the ending to this game another time, but yeah, wait for it. Wait for this one. I think it's pretty interesting. This was another game before I settled on the last one because this is how it started with this little juke. Oh yeah. From there I knew this was going to be a good game, and it was. Again, we'll probably cover some of those parts on another video, but this is the game I settled on. So get ready because he started using a grenadier weapon in the last game, so this is kind of a pickup from the last one. Everybody was kind of on the same page, so yeah, I was going to start off pretty well. He's using a Cold War, and let me tell you, I do not want to be here when he's using a Cold War, but gotta risk it for the biscuit, right? That's how we keep this pressure on, and that's how we encourage people to play as well, right? Someone starts coming out like that, you're not just gonna retreat to the safety of the backfield or make it so he doesn't have any chance at splash damage. To me, I just think that's dumb. Ruins the spirit of the game we're going for. I'm about to go over here and I can hear shots from the left, and I'm like, I want nothing to do with that. It would just gun me down too easy, and you can even see the shots hitting right there. I thought I was gonna get that one. A fellow L-Star user, how's it going, buddy? He's even got a pulse blade. I think one of the next videos we're going to do is going to be just a bunch of all the clips I've been getting from everybody, because you guys have been sending a ton. By the way, new rule when it comes to that, I want you guys to send the clips, if you're sending it on Xbox, only one at a time, because once I click on your name once and it's not lit up, it's hard for me to go back and check the other clips out because it all just kind of gets lost in the mess. Did you see that? You know that grinds my gears. We're going to go after him. That's it. Blinders are on. We are going straight for this camper. Someone is chasing me with an EPG, no less. Just enough to blind him, eh? Oh, he's got the high ground. Yeah, I should have just I could have just hovered on the ceiling there with my grapple. Did I have charge? I think I had charge. But yeah, keeping yourself off the walls like that makes it really hard for people to get you with the splash damage. I'm thinking about going up there and I'm like, no, why would I? I'm too afraid to challenge that, and hey, Cubic. Alright, now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I hit the back. Like, see how there's a little lip there? If not, I would have started already going down the stairs and would have been fine. All these little slip-ups always cost so much in this game. Anytime I'm lazy, I always get punished for it. Yeah, it's not a sniper. Probably shouldn't use it like that. I always have to resist the urge to pull out my Re. I try to finish more kills with my EPG. But the splash damage and then just a Re is it's a pretty good combo as well. I can hear this guy. You even get to see a shadow for a little bit right there. I need to get the high ground, or at least even it out a little bit. I don't find melees cheap. I think if people come that close, they deserve whatever's coming to them. Whether it be a shotgun, a grenadier, whatever happens to pop you at ranges like that. I've just never found melee cheap. I don't know. I don't get the argument. I made a specific video about this at one point. Yeah, no, I've always enjoyed the melee system in this game. I know there's a little bit to be said for the magnetism of it, and sometimes in the way that it seems to really lock in. That does happen. I don't think it happens as often as people say it does. And even when it does happen, I don't think it's a game-breaking mechanic. I think it could use a little bit of tweaking. Like, I have a ton of examples of just free-flowing melees. And by that I mean you activate your melee well before the other pilot's there, and it just carries through, and there's like a window for the impact zone, and I feel like you direct the whole way. And I wish it would be like that most of the time, and a less magnetism. Maybe even shorten the window a little bit. Like I said, it could have used some tweaking. I just can't believe this game has no support. That's still crazy to me. But I'm sure everyone could admit that if they were to come back and do something like momentum-based damage for melee, it would be a big hit. Somebody's trying to shoot something at an ion? Mistake! I thought I had bullets in my shield and I was going to kill him, which would have been good, but this is better, so I'll take it. Oh, Legions. I think I just don't understand the Legion players, like people that actually would say, out of all the Titans available, Legion is the one I choose. I just don't see it. I do not see it. I don't see where the fun is with Legion. I'm also a terrible shot. There are some people that when I've seen them use their power shot, I'm scared. I'm legitimately scared of their power shot. It just doesn't happen often enough. I find it to be a very difficult Titan to use, and how do you just use anything that slow? Oh my god, please stay off the wall for a second. Yeah, I'm just gonna drift into the openness for a bit. What's he doing? What's he doing? Is he reloading? I thought he'd try to jump at me, but no, he's hanging tough. But look at that spread, eh? From that far? Oh boy. That feeling. It's never good to see a Titan. I'm thinking he's gonna cluster bomb in here, but he doesn't, so okay. You know, there are some things that are just like, this is the way. And then when some people don't do it, you're like, wow, did you see that grunt go? And when some people don't do it, you're just like, what are you thinking? It just seems like such an automatic reaction to do that. Don't forget, he even had the pulse plate, so he saw me go in the building. As soon as I miss the grapple, I am well aware of the risks that most people will hear it. You can tell that he did. He started changing to his primary, and that's what happens when you miss the grapple. It is just super loud, just like any of the boosters in this game. Yeah, when the Titans gets out, everything gets a little bit tougher. The Reapers, anytime there's just way more noise, it's always going to be a little bit tougher. But at the beginning of the game, yeah, you can definitely, what would you call it? The sound whoring is real. Like, the thing is, it used to be such a big thing back in FPS, and then it was almost encouraged in most games. And there was always a debate, it's like, should you be giving away positions? Like, Halo, I think, Halo was innovative for the time, and I still compare a lot of things to Halo, at least in my mind, even if I don't say them to you, but the way that they did their radar system where you were constantly on the radar unless you were crouching, to me, that was just, it's just genius. It kept the pace up, and the mind games you can do with it were just insane. The windows of opportunity you can make for yourself by distracting people to look at their screens and then taking advantage of the radar system. It was, I think it was a beautiful thing. I'm trying to get this guy onto my Titan, but he's not taking the bait. Don't do it, Legion. Is that even worth it? Right now, I'm thinking that he's about to core, and when he does it, I'm like, okay, I guess, you know, not my problem. Interception, here we go. Oh, he almost got me back. By the way, I finally figured something out. On ejections, whenever I'm the passenger, I finally figured out how to keep track of the pilot. It has taken me over 3 years to figure this out. I'll share this with you guys in another video because I think it's worthwhile. I'd also like to get a few clips of this more. So, you know, it's kind of hard to get clips of this because I have to depend that people are actually going to eject at the right time. But, yeah, I think it's worthwhile because I enjoy injections. Doesn't matter if it's my own or getting onto another pilot, so it's definitely something I try to do more and more often. Oh, yeah, feed me. So yeah, next video is just going to be a bunch of clips. We're going to go over, I think, at least 15 clips from all the stuff you guys have submitted. I haven't been on the Discord in a while, I'll be honest, which is a shame because I really love how you guys send actual 1080, sometimes higher definition, which is amazing. On the Xbox, I'm sorry guys, but I am going to start limiting it to 1080 as well. I just find that it'd be nice to keep the quality up. I'll make an exception for the things I've already grandfathered in, but everything going forward, 1080. So change that in your options on the Xbox if you guys are going to continue to send them that way. Trying to see what's going on right now. Am I going to core? I'm definitely thinking about it. If I would have seen him running on the wall, absolutely would have turned on the laser. No, let me just skip to the end of the game because everything just slowed right down. I think some people ended up quitting out, and then we got this massive leg spike that affected the game in the weirdest ways. For a bit, I'm like just giving up, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can try to power through. And I think it was super weird because look, I'm gonna be able to start taking out AI, and I'm like, okay, that's a way to just finish the game. And when I've had leg spikes like this in the past, I found that doing certain actions like ejecting out of my Titan or sometimes just flat out dying seemed to fix the problem. So once I ended up shooting these guys, then I try to see what happens when I eject, and then it led to something even weirder where it's just like flying infinitely. And I'm like, well, leg doesn't usually just let you fly infinitely. And after I stopped hitting my jump button, well, then I actually started falling. So what does that mean? I just think it's really weird. Maybe when you smart guys can explain this. But that pretty much brings us to the end of the game, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I don't know why this game was so long. Like most games of Titanfall are around, what, like 12 minutes? This one was like a 16-minute game. Oh, because it went to time limit. They're 15-minute matches. Okay, well, that answers that question. Are they 15 minutes? I don't know. Apparently, I don't play this game enough. Alright, so let's see. Start hacking at the jump button. Okay, that was weird. Okay. Can we go higher? Can we go higher? I was hoping to get hit by a drop pod. I thought that would have had a cool effect. Go, 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 go. Pump it, pump it, pump it! Here, I'm giving up. Start going down, right? Yep, starts going down. Yeah, couldn't sustain it, and we're back to normal. Isn't that weird? That's weird. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. But that is the end of the video, guys. Again, thank you all for joining me, and yes, I do read all the comments. I don't know why people would think I wouldn't. It takes me 2 seconds, and I appreciate them all, so yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me again. So, let's do this again sometime soon. Y'all take care.